Johnny Salami tough, but runs from tiny Korean girl? Yeah, because he's scared of the consequences. He knows she could beat his ass.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here.
Hello.
So today we have some insane updates regarding the ongoing Johnny Somali trial. Now, over the past couple of days, there's been a lot of news coming out. I covered this in a video a few days ago, and to sum that up for context before we get into the new stuff, basically Johnny Somali...
Puking all over his friend's apartment.
The nuisance streamer who's had many misdeeds overseas is finally facing the consequences of his own actions. His trial in Korea has begun, and on day one, he pled guilty to 3 different charges. He was getting absolutely hammered in this courtroom in more ways than you might think. He showed...
I wish there was the technology to get like a little spy camera on a fly and just like get that fly in the courtroom. I would pay so much money for that. Just to see it firsthand. Maybe I can't redistribute it or like look at it or like tell anyone about it, but I'd love to see it for my personal self. That would have been so funny. A bug? No, but like a bug that I can control so I can get it out of there too so I don't get in trouble.
Put up drunk, and then he was basically blasted by the judge because of his constant hostile behavior and belligerence. And of course, like I said, he pled guilty to 3 different charges, and he's facing up to 5 years of prison time for those charges. And in addition to that, there was a 4th charge that was revealed to him that apparently he and his lawyer had no idea about, but everyone else involved with the coverage of this trial already knew about. But yeah, he's basically in some really deep stuff here, and we're gonna cover...
It's a bummer that 5-year sentence doesn't mean he's gonna get 5 years. That's if he's convicted on all his charges, it'll go up to 5 years.
Not only Johnny Somali's reaction to what happened in the courthouse, but also some continued coverage from some YouTubers like Legal Mindset and Atozi, who are covering this in Korea, and we're gonna see a potential 5th charge, and a very serious one, that Johnny Somali might be facing. So, let's begin here with the reaction of Johnny Somali to Legal Mindset and Atozi here, who are covering what happened in the courthouse.
He doesn't know Hank's address and apartment number where he's...
That as well. Yeah, he kept answering that he didn't know. Yeah, no, it's bad. It looks really bad for him.
Then he said, I don't know because I don't speak Korean. And then the judge said, you can speak English. Because the judge...
the nigga told me, what's the address, nigga? I'm like, nigga, I don't know how to tell you, nigga. How do I say ching chong ching ching ching? How can I say...
Bro, if you did this in America, the judge would... If the judge was black as well, he would wipe that smile off his face. You can't just call your judge a nice individual, man. The judge would fucking shoot you. Bro. Oh my god, you don't even know, man.
Say that to you.
Oh my lord.
What a piece of shit.
So, obviously, it's not a very good strategy here to make racist remarks about a judge in a foreign courthouse that you are being subjugated to because of your misdeeds.
I don't even think even if it was not an organic, like a home base US trial, man. I think that judge would lose their fucking mind. It doesn't matter, man, if it's foreign or not. Domestic, thank you. I was brain farting, yes. Oh my god. Imagine he got charged in like New York or Detroit. That judge would end his life.
Overseas, but on top of that, what he's saying about not understanding X, Y, or Z is a blatant lie, because he had a translator there basically walking him through this entire process, which is not surprising. This is something that Legal Mindset would address in this latest video he uploaded.
So starting off strong with a clearly racist diatribe about the judge,
of course,
and also with a completely inaccurate description of what happened.
Really?
He has a court-appointed, a government interpreter translating everything in perfect English to him.
Really?
So any comment that he would not be able to understand is absolutely ridiculous, because everything is being said to him line by line in English, every single.
On behalf of Americans, Koreans, I am really sorry that your taxpayer dollars have to pay for this. I hate that your taxpayer dollars go into a translator for Johnny Salami.
Step of the way. And
yep. So basically, Johnny Somali is lying about that. He knows exactly what's being said to him in that courthouse, and that's not too surprising. All right, he's getting increasingly desperate. We have seen the comments from people covering this trial about his change in demeanor, where he's gone from very boastful and basically mocking everything going on to someone who's realizing, oh man, maybe I'm in some deep trouble here. And we're going to see a little more reaction to that in just a second. Let's keep listening.
And the real problem for Ramsey in this case is that this is on in front of the world. He not only has us YouTubers here, people like myself, Atozi, others that were in the audience, including Korean YouTubers, but he also has the Korean media. And we have a clip from the Korean media showing exactly how Ramsey's story is so different than reality of this tough guy act.
Yeah, so the tough guy act is definitely very present, okay? So before the actual proceedings began, he was out front with his buddy here, and they're posing.
It is oversized suit.
Basically a big joke. They're making a joke out of this entire proceeding, when in reality...
I can't wait, man. If he goes to the cabbage fields and he has to go pick cabbages in jail or in prison, wherever they send him, that would be so good.
Reality, Johnny Somali is facing the end. He's facing actual prison time, and it's becoming more and more of a reality, but he's trying to put on this tough guy facade, and it's crumbling very quickly. In fact, it appears that Johnny Somali was actually running away from reporters. Let's hear this.
Watch this.
They're claiming that, like, I came in and I was fucking blindsided by the fact that I had a new charge, and motherfuckers was like sitting in the wrong place and niggas was nervous. This shit was a breeze.
Here's the reality. Tough guy Johnny Somali.
Oh my god. He said, fuck you, bitch, to the freaking journalist woman. Like I said, I don't have a temper for this kind of thing. I would have clocked him. And I understand that's a consequence. Like, I would face consequences for my actions. You call me fuck you, bitch, I'm gonna clock you.
Is there anything you want to say? Do you admit the charges? Don't you want to apologize?
I love North.
Bruh!
That's not good.
On camera, too!
Basically, there's the reality of Johnny Somali. Literally running away from a
so
tiny
tough.
Korean reporter because he can't face the reality. He can't face real confrontation. He loves sparking potential confrontation, but he can't handle it once it actually happens. And here he is just running into the courthouse because he can't handle the heat. And also, did you notice he said something about North Korea? Probably not the best idea, right? Especially since he alleges he's being investigated by South Korean authorities for a potential national security issue because of his comments about North Korea. But
yeah, last time I checked, if you say something like, I love North Korea in South Korea, that's like an actual, like, offense. They can charge you for that. Depending on how truthful it is and, like, you saying that unironically, yeah, you can get charged for that. You can get in trouble, like actual trouble.
let's also refer to the confidence of Johnny Somali regarding this trial and how it's going so far.
It wasn't really that big of a deal. It wasn't really that big of a deal.
Yeah, bro.
It's not a big deal.
I showed up drunk. I showed up happy. Like, the charges that they have me put on, the charges that they have me for are such minor, minuscule charges. It's fucking obstruction of, like, bro, spilling a cup of noodles.
Yeah,
Why does he they frame it so disingenuously. I spilled some cup of noodles. I didn't cuss out a worker inside of it and then throw the noodles like a toddler. I just spilled them. I want to talk to his parents. I don't want to, like, get mad at them. I just want to know if he has parents that, like, I don't know, disciplined him at any point of his life.
Goes on in his little coke session about how this is not a big deal.
Does he
it's
have
no big
any?
deal. He's facing 5 years in a foreign prison. A foreign prison system. That's a big deal. I would be very nervous. And also, just basically say the obvious here. How is Johnny Somali gonna fare in a South Korean prison? Especially since his crimes and everything he does in that country revolves around being a nuisance and disrespecting
and racist,
South Korea.
Bro.
It's not going to go well, that's for sure. But we also have some other interesting things going on here. Speaking of that whole national security thing.
Yeah!
So I played this clip in my previous video.
God, I've never seen
just
this.
watch a few seconds to get some context.
You think this shit is a fucking game, nigga? Bro, I got Korean investigation documents. These niggas been interrogating me for months.
Good.
So he eventually goes on in the video. He talks very briefly about some deep fake related issues. And then he spends basically the entirety of the remaining part of the video talking about how he's being investigated by National Intelligence Services. Because apparently his comments about North Korea has launched an investigation, which is, again, if he's truthful about what he's alleging here, he's facing some very serious stuff. National security investigations. That doesn't sound good, right?
You can't fuck around in East Asia. You can't. I know in Thailand they take certain things seriously too. In Japan, in Korea.
But also, I think the national security stuff was a bit of a red herring because in reality, it turns out the documents he's referring to, it appears that those are related to another potential charge that Johnny Somali is facing, and one that is very serious in South Korea, as it should be, as we'll see, involving deepfakes. So again, let's hear from Legal Mindset.
And he literally said, I don't understand this racial slur speak.
They writing this shit in Gook language.
And
bro, what?
What we found out is that this has been referred by the police to the prosecution. If the police send it to the prosecutor, if you go from 2 to 3, on step 3,
we said Google.
you have
You said it with a
90%
K, Chad. Jesus,
plus
dude.
conviction rate. Probably more like 98% conviction rate, which means they will charge you. We're at stage 3 now. We're at stage 3.
That's what those documents.
He just confirmed, he literally told himself that in the Eastern District, there is a 5th charge, which has not been, the prosecutors haven't officially announced it yet, but it's coming. Which means, remember the theory I said, guys? That they're going to hit him with these little obstruction ones, and they're going to trick him into pleading guilty? And then he's going to be screwed because he's a convicted criminal?
Yeah.
And then they're going to hit him with deepfakes, which has serious jail time?
Oh my god. Wait, what? Deepfake charges, maximum prison sentence, South Korea. Deepfake, tougher punishment. Oh my god, wait. Dude, it's actually like a national movement. Citizens stage a rally against deepfake sex crimes in Seoul, September 27th. This is an actual serious offense. What are they gonna give him, I wonder? That's probably years tacked on, by the way, if they convict him. Yeah, this isn't even about streamers and like deepfake videos. This is actually like a criminalized thing. They passed a bill. 30 million won. 5 years to prison. Oh my god, he's so cooked, man. And that's just for one charge. If it's a multiple charges, they can hit him really hard.
That just happened.
So I
this was
accidentally
recent
played
too,
the clip
September.
a little later than I should have, but he confirms that based on translations, it's talking about deepfakes. And if you're curious as to what we're referring to, this is the clip. Just like anything else with Johnny Somali,
so weird.
he literally documents his entire life, including his own crimes.
Look, me and my Korean girlfriend. Look. Look, you see? Y'all niggas jealous. Y'all niggas getting pussy like this. Look at me. Y'all niggas really wish y'all had it like this.
Caught in 4K, man. My
Yeah,
AI...
you can read here.
No. It's not an AIGF. She's not real. The thing is that that's a streamer. I think the details of this case is that it not only is it in AI, it's like an actual person.
The girl in the video is currently suing Johnny Somali for defamation because of his deep fake video. This is a big issue in South Korea and involves a lot of entertainers. And yeah, they take this stuff very seriously, as I think the entire world should take these things very seriously. And this one could land him in very serious trouble. And like Legal Mindset said, they're basically setting him up. He's pleading to all these smaller charges, which still carry some pretty significant penalties. But he's pleading to this, essentially accosting himself as a convicted person in Korea. And now these additional charges are going to hit even harder. And that is really bad news for Johnny Somali.
It's good news for us, Chan.
It doesn't end there. So there's this clip going around. Of course, once again, Johnny Somali drunk, saying things that he shouldn't be saying and putting himself in even more hot water.
He looks so sad.
I'm gonna message you right now. Sorry, I'm fucking high right now.
You excited?
I'm gonna take pills and drink before.
Oh, he's mixing pills and alcohol. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. You can't do that in prison, by the way. Where are you gonna get that?
Yep, there he is, admitting to being high and trying to take pills before the trial, which, by the way, another thing South Korea takes
drugs.
Very seriously.
Hard drugs, they take it seriously.
They do not mess around with drugs in that country, and him admitting this is opening himself up to a world of hurt. Once again, let's listen to what Legal Mindset has to say about this.
He illegally...
They don't even like you carrying marijuana as a tourist. They hammer you that for, like, prison, or at least really big fines in Korea, from what I understand.
Took prescription drugs, it appears. I don't think he has a script for him.
There's no chance.
This is a picture where he admits he's high, and he's clearly, if you watch him in this video, he's clearly on something.
Yeah.
Right?
Obviously. He looks
I'll
even
pause
more
it for a
stupid
second, too.
than
Like,
normal.
I joke about him being, like, a lightweight when he's drinking, you know, has, like, 2 beers, and he's in a later clip puking all over his friend's apartment. But like, maybe this explains why he's so messed up. It's not just alcohol he's taking. Apparently there's also these prescription drugs that he's admitting that he's taking, or I should say, well,
Is he
prescription
making lean?
that he probably doesn't actually have.
Hold on, I'm gonna open a private message with you.
I mean, come on,
I'm
dude.
gonna message you right now. Sorry, I'm fucking high right now.
So we figured out why he was high, right? You can see the medicine here.
Oh my God.
And
on the live stream. Like, it's actually on the live stream. You can even make out the color of the box, maybe even the name.
what happens when you get stuff like this and you say you're high and you have this photo in the background of Hanky Poo's apartment and you say you're high and you've been taking pills?
Oh, Hanky Poo's gonna get this, man.
Well,
he's gonna get
I
it
figured
too.
out through the power of the internet that it is likely the drug Zolpidem.
What's Zolpidem? Is it like an antipsychotic? Sounds like Zoloft. Zolpidem. Blah, 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 blah. Sleeping pill for insomnia. Immediate release forms are Ambien, Edluar, and Zolpimus, which are used to help you fall asleep. Oh, and he's mixing that with alcohol. Yeah, he's zooted as fuck, by the way. Yeah, mixing sleeping pills with alcohol, he's doing lean, bro.
Zolpidem, which also has another name. I think it's called Stilnox as well. So this is a prescription drug. And I'm going to pull up the ministry. This is the Korean Ministry of Food and Drug Safety. This is literally the Korean website. So it is a psychotropic drug is a narcotic. Sorry, it's a narcotic medicine, a zolpidem and propofol. But zolpidem is a psychotic drug used for the treatment of insomnia in adults.
Yeah. Maybe he's trying to, like, off himself. I don't know. Hard to say. Because, like, that's, like, crazy behavior.
It is only to be used with a doctor's guidance and a prescription. It has a real chance of misuse and drug dependency.
Really?
It should be used with caution because it can lead to drug abuse and dependency.
AKA what we were seeing.
So it's a really, like, high up there drug. It's not easy to get it prescribed. And with all due respect, I sincerely doubt it, because I remember also hearing people that when they have ADHD medication, as tourists, that gets taken away when you enter Korea, if you happen to have it. It's like a really serious offense.
In that stream that Johnny Somali was making the night/morning of his trial. Not a very good thing, but it turns out this is not the only person who's in a foreign country, a nuisance streamer, who might be peddling drugs and using drugs and could face very serious consequences. Ice Poseidon and his CX crew have been causing a lot of issues in Japan.
I'm not surprised.
Oddly enough, they kind of beef with Johnny Somali. It's like, two morons fighting type situation. But basically,
and you know what's funny is that Johnny Somali somehow ended up being worse. It's impressive because Ice Poseidon was already on another level, like, a long time ago. He was, like, the first, like, semi-nuisance streamer. And, like, he would troll his own chat and chat would troll him. But it never got as far as Johnny Salami.
Basically, you have this idiot also implying that they're doing drugs as well, which is again, something taken very seriously in Japan. And really, this is like the next set of people, right?
Yeah, he scammed his fans with crypto.
Ice Poseidon and his
happened.
crew, they said they're going to South Korea next, conveniently enough, right after the Johnny Somali trial. But yeah, let's hear this clip too.
No, I don't have my Adderall, seriously. I don't even know where it went. Anyways, I haven't taken it, but I don't even know where it went. It was in the fucking beanie.
I mean, he's always looking like a tweaker, let's be real.
So it's gone.
Ice Poseidon's always been like that.
So what did he say?
No, I don't have my Adderall, seriously.
He doesn't have his Adderall. Adderall is illegal in Japan. It is a scheduled drug. It is a controlled drug. You cannot own or use Adderall in Japan. You're not supposed to bring it in Japan at all. It does not matter.
You can't even, like, prescribe it? Is that what it's implying? Damn. Basically.
If he has a prescription. You cannot get a prescription in Japan for Adderall.
Yeah, so basically what he's saying in the clip is true. He could be cooked in Japan. And again, this is another crew of people who want to do the same thing, the same nuisance streaming in South Korea very soon. And that'll be another big issue. And we hope that what's happening to Johnny Somali will become a trend with all these nuisance streamers who are causing issues.
You can't even have Sudafed in Japan. They're super strict on stimulants. Yeah, because you can make meth out of Sudafed and stuff. Like, I totally get it. Different countries have different laws. It's just funny. And these people are, like, outing themselves, too. They're like, oh, I need my Adderall. I had it, and then, like, they just didn't catch me.
Overseas in the pursuit of making content. But same with the last couple of videos. Make sure you check out Legal Mindset. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. I believe he just crossed 200,000 subscribers. Very well earned. I'm glad to see it. So I'll put a link to that, like I said, in the description. Check him out, and he'll provide the latest updates on this. And if anything else serious evolves from this ongoing trial, I will let you guys know. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
I'm flabbergasted. The pill picture is so funny. I hadn't seen that before. That was so good. Fucking dude. I think the funniest part about this whole thing is that I genuinely think that in Johnny Somali's brain, he knows that this is wrong, but if he admits to being wrong, his head will explode. Like, he can't admit to the fact that he's wrong, even though he knows he's wrong, because his entire existence is based on this whole drama. Well, not drama, but like actual illegal activity. His head will explode if he admits to it. So when he finally goes to jail, which he will, I absolutely believe that he will go to jail, he will still double down and say that he has done nothing wrong. His what? Yeah, you're right. He doesn't really have a brain. But, like, his head will explode. His skull will implode. Do you think he will ever learn his lessons? No, I don't think he will because he's coping. He'll have friends. No, man. You do not have friends in South Korean prison. In South Korean prison, people are like, oh, yeah, you know, I sold drugs and I'm a criminal and I'm part of the mafia. And then he'll be like, oh, what did you do? Oh, I disrespected a statue from World War II that was about, you know, women that are comfort women from Korea. And then they'll look at him and be like, oh, yeah, we're gonna get this bamboo stick from the yard and shove it up your ass.